I'm live. I have literally no idea how to do this. I have not done this like ever before. I've never even gone live on Instagram. So it's a learning experience to say the least. But yeah, I was super nervous to do this actually, but it's basically instead of posting a video, because I was supposed to post a video tonight a few hours ago actually, but I've been sick since hi. I've been sick since Friday, and I posted my last video on Thursday, so I haven't been able to I actually filmed a video. I don't know how it turned out because I was quite sick, but yeah, I haven't been able to edit it because, well, I've been sick and I've not had any energy. And then today at school, it was crazy. I had lectures from 9 this morning to 4. And then there was just 1 hour between when when school went out and when I needed to have my video up. So I just felt that let's just do a live instead, which is a bit terrifying. But yeah, we're doing it. So I actually got some questions when I posted on my story. Just a few ones, but still something. So I got a few. So one was, when did I start YouTube? And actually I started YouTube basically 2 years ago. I think my first post was in August of 2018 or something. But then I started my channel in English. Now I started my channel in Swedish, and then I converted to English 6 months later. And then yeah, I wasn't too active, and then I really started being serious about it this March basically. Hi guys, I'm so glad that people are actually joining. I didn't think anyone would join, but I'm so happy people are joining. How are you guys today? I hope you've had a good day, because I've had a really stressful day. So yeah, if you want to ask anything, just ask in the chat. I have a few pre-asked questions, I don't know, that I asked on my Instagram stories a while back. If you want to follow me on Instagram and you're not already, my Instagram is @eli.as.may. I'll write it out. Alright, so, there's actually 4 people. I thought there would be none, but thank you all for joining. That's actually really fun. I'm still kind of nervous. I'm used to being in front of a camera, but I'm not used to doing it unedited. But oh well. Here goes to nothing. So that's kind of the answer to when I started doing YouTube. 2 years ago I started my channel, but I really started being serious about it this year in February, March. Otherwise I've just been posting on and off kind of. Next question was, do you enjoy school? Yeah, that's a difficult question, because it's actually, if you don't know, if you don't watch my channel usually, I started school recently. I started university or college or whatever the equivalent that's here in Sweden, and I went into nursing. So basically in 3 years I'm probably going to be a nurse. And it's not been without trouble. It's been a really weird start, both because Corona and I've been sick, and yeah, I was not sure that it was what I wanted to go into, but I went into it and we'll see how it goes. We'll see if I drop out. Hopefully not, but we'll see. But I don't know, it's difficult and it's really different from like high school or the equivalent in Sweden. It's really, really different because now you just have lectures with the teachers or the lecturers. They basically have presentations. Uh, Thank you. That actually means a lot. I'm actually really nervous. Yeah. But yeah, they're just doing lectures for like 3 hours at a time, and then we have to do all the work on our spare time, and we literally have nothing. We know nothing about what we're supposed to do, but it's an adjustment, and I think it will get better. Hey everyone, there's like 5 people in here now, and I'm kind of starstruck because, yeah. So, yeah, how is everyone today? I really hope you're good because I've had a stressful day with lectures from like 9 to 4 this afternoon. So that's been a really stressful day, but I hope you guys have had better days than me. So please tell me in this chat, just tell me how your day was or ask any questions or whatever, really. Alright, the next question I got was actually from my boyfriend. He's being really supportive. I love him. But it was how is it to study and running a YouTube channel at the same time? Oh no! I hope you feel better soon. I'm just getting better from being sick this weekend. But I really hope you're feeling better. And yeah, I saw your son on your channel and he was really cute. But yeah, I can see how that is really stressful. I hope you get better soon. But like actually running a YouTube channel and studying at the same time, it's difficult in a way, but I'm actually going to make a video about this pretty soon. I've actually already filmed it. I'm actually studying nursing right now. I just went into it like 2 weeks ago. I've done 2 weeks of school in college or university or whatever, the equivalent that's in Sweden. I feel you. I had school classes from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Oh, I can see how that is really stressful. That is really long just to... Are you doing like online school or are you actually in school? Because just sitting at a computer from like 8 to 4, that is not fun. And it's not easy on the body, actually. I've been having super bad back pains every night that I've been sitting on my computer, like studying or editing, and yeah, I'm just at my computer with everything I do in life. So yeah, but yeah, that I can see how that's difficult as well, because if you're not able to go up and move around and go outside, like sitting in one class, the same class all day, that is also not fun. And yes, of course, I remember who you are. We met and sorry, I zoned out for a bit, but that was such a huge part of my life, theater, and yeah, you were a big part of that. Schools here are closed to next year because of the COVID, so now I'm just focusing on my YouTube journey. Oh, that's nice in the thing that you're actually able to focus on your YouTube journey, but I think it must be difficult not to to have a whole year off school that's crazy just what this whole pandemic is doing with the world. That is, like, everyone will kind of be a year behind, and I don't know how that will affect like society in the long run, and that's a bit scary actually. But I'm glad you're able to focus on your YouTube journey, because I would love to do that as well. Finished college like 2 years ago, and I'm so glad I didn't have to deal with it. Yeah, I can tell you that that's actually kind of difficult, because I haven't even met my teachers yet, or any of my classmates really. I have a few classmates that I know since before, but otherwise I haven't really met them. We just sit in a Zoom call all day. So I know everybody's voice, kind of. Well, not everybody, because I think we're over like 100 people in our class or whatever, but we're like in smaller groups as well, and I know everybody's voice, and the people who talk more, I know their voice, and yeah, but I don't really know how they look. I know how their Facebook pictures look, but not how they look, and it's just such a weird feeling, because we're both learning to adjust to this new way of schooling, instead of high school, and then we're also having to deal with that online, and it's just a really steep learning curve, so to say. But I guess that's what you have to do, because we don't know when this virus will be over. And honestly, nurses, we can't just put that on hold right now. I feel that would be a bit stupid. But yeah, it's an experience. I can say that. And it's actually a bit difficult to balance that in YouTube. I am coming up with a video on that probably on Thursday. I'm not sure. I'll see if I have the time to edit it, or if I even like the footage I have. But it's actually a bit difficult, because I have trouble managing my time, I guess. Well, I don't have enough time, because I feel like I have to study all the time for my upcoming tests and all the papers we have to write. But then again, I feel like I want to do YouTube and want to do my best on YouTube, instead of just putting out videos that aren't that good, and that I've not spent that much time and effort. And yeah, it's a difficult balance, but I'm trying to get a hold of it, and I don't know if I'll actually do that until after this first course ends, which is in like 3 weeks, I believe. It's at the end of September. Because we have 3 big examinations, and it's one seminar, which is the 18th, I believe, which is not that big. Then we have one test that is the 23rd, I believe, and it's kind of big. I honestly don't know what it is, and I haven't even started studying for it. But yeah, then the last thing we have is like a paper we're supposed to write, and I started on that, and it's a lot, let me tell you. It's supposed to be handed in on the 27th, I believe. And I've done I think I've written like 500 words so far, and yeah, we don't really know how fast we need to work and what pace we need to work in until that is finished and this first course is finished. And then, of course, it will always change, but it kind of sets an example. Yeah, it is a lot with schoolwork, but I think it's manageable, and I'm bringing that up in the video as well, I believe. I don't remember what I said, but it's manageable if you really want to do it. Like for me, I really want to do it, so I prioritize it in front of doing other things, like for example, watching Netflix or watching TV in general. I usually prioritize editing or filming and planning and everything like that. So it's manageable for me at least, but then it's different for everyone, and everyone needs to focus more or less on like their schoolwork, because we don't have the same circumstances and we don't study the same subject. So it's really difficult to have just a one cut of it, but it's manageable, but it's really hard. And I actually started like 2 years ago, and I was still in high school, ish, the equivalent of high school. But I started in the summer, and then I wasn't that active. I posted a few times in Swedish, and then in like January, February, I switched over to English, like in 2019, so 1.5 years ago. Then I wasn't that active until like, honestly, just like this, when lockdown has been. So basically since March. And I've posted quite a bit before, but I've not been serious about it and not put into that much time. So I haven't spent that much time and effort on YouTube before. But I was doing like online school, and I had been in that schooling form for almost 3 years. I was about to graduate. I didn't have that much to do, and I had a lot of time at home. So I started focusing on it more, and that worked for me. And then I've done a bit now this past month, which has worked tremendously. I've gained like 40 subscribers in a month, which is a lot for me considering I had like 170 subscribers now. I had like 140, 130 when I started, now in like July, August, because I took a break before that for like 2 months. So I haven't really been that active on YouTube. But it's actually something I really enjoy doing, and it's quite a big part of my life. You can just ask my boyfriend. I'm constantly talking about it and thinking about it and doing stuff with it, like planning or editing or uploading or filming. Like, it's a really big part of my life, and I really enjoy doing it. So I really try to prioritize, but then again, school will have to come first. If I'm not doing this as a job or to provide for myself. So, but I'll try my hardest to actually be able to do both, because it's I don't know if you can hear that in the background, but that is my boyfriend in the other room over there gaming. Yeah, that's like, I love talking to my boyfriend about it because he's so supportive, but I think that it's okay, babe. But I think that, yeah, it's just, he understands. He doesn't understand because he's not into YouTube like that, but he supports me, and that's actually really nice to have someone who like fully supports you. And yeah, I don't have the problem because he works and he's like away from 8 no from like 6 to 5 every day. So I usually film then, because I have a few days when I don't have any lectures. So I usually film then when he's away. But yeah, I don't really mind it, but it's a bit funny when I'm on live. But usually it's my dog making noise and barking and just whining and dropping things. And yeah, she's always making noise when I'm filming. And one time she actually jumped up in the bed and tried to bite me when I was filming. So yeah, that's fun. But she's actually really cute most of the time. However, not always. Yeah, I get that. That must be hard to like plan it around his like sleep schedule or stuff like that, or having your boyfriend home. That that doesn't give you like as much, I don't know how to say it in English. Wait. You don't have as many opportunities to film. And I can get that that's difficult because sometimes when like your children are sleeping, I suppose I don't have children, so I don't know. But sometimes when your children are sleeping, you probably need to do other things and you don't have the time to film. But I really hope you get enough time to film and actually focus on YouTube, because it's such a great platform to actually do and be on. I kind of took over my dog's bed. It's right here below the bed, below our bed, and I have a bunch of like cords on it right now, and she's a bit mad at me, but that's okay. So yeah, I'll see if I got any more questions on my story. Oh, I actually clicked out of it. Let's see here. So I've got 2 more responses for topics that I should talk about, that they want me to talk about, and it's school and mental health. And honestly, I've covered a lot with school. I covered that it's difficult, but I'm trying to push through. But yeah. And mental health wise, I mean, I think that this whole corona thing has affected a lot of people, and I've barely seen anyone but my boyfriend, his family, or my family since basically the middle of March, when schools closed here in Sweden. So like, and now when I'm studying, I'm in all day, and it's not like I'm going out to do stuff and being able to do stuff. So my whole life is like here at home or online. So that's really difficult because I've lost touch with a lot of friends, and yeah. And then I've been really sick for the past year as well, because only since like March, when quarantine started, I've been sick like, what is it, like 5 or 6 times. So that's really discouraging when I actually try to do stuff. Like the other day, I tried to go to the gym and I bought a gym membership, but 2 days later, I was down in bed with a fever. What do you film on? I actually film right now. I'm actually live on my computer, but I was guessing that you mean like my regular YouTube videos. I actually have this Canon G7X, and it's actually the first edition of the Mark 1. I don't even know when this came out, because I know the Mark 2 came out in 2014, I believe. So it's not the best, but I really enjoy it, because before that I was filming on my iPhone SE, which is really old and has a pretty terrible camera and pretty terrible like memory space. So that was a really good upgrade. I bought this used actually. For it was this and a bunch of accessories for like $200. Conversion rates are tricky on the top of my head, but yeah, like $200 maybe. So it was a really good deal, and I'm actually pretty happy with it. I don't get the best quality out of it, but yeah. So I used that, and then I actually have a ring light, which I'm using right now because the lighting in here is terrible and it's already dark outside. So I have a ring light just like above here, and it's really small. It's just like, I don't know, maybe 30 centimeters, 25, 30. I don't know what that is in inches, if that's what you use, but yeah. Yeah, it's something to actually save for, but I wouldn't go for this camera, honestly. I haven't tried the Mark II, but I know a lot of people use that, and it's a lot better than this one. So the Mark II is better if you want to get that, and there's probably a lot of them used as well since it came out in 2014. And then I guess there's a lot of cameras. It totally depends on what you want to use and how much money you want to spend. I'm actually looking to save up for probably a Canon, what's it called, EOS M50, which is more of a DSLR, if you know what that is. So basically this is like a point and shoot, and you can just, like, the lens is built into the camera, but a DSLR, you can change lenses and it's much bigger, and you've probably seen it on a lot of YouTubers' posts and videos and stuff like that. But I'm actually looking to save up for one of those. They're like $500, I believe, somewhere around there. And I really want to do that because they have much better quality than this one and much better like writing speed, I guess. And the memory issue, that's just so annoying, because when I used to film, yeah, I want to do the DSLR, and if you have the money, you should totally go for a DSLR instead of like a Canon G7X. They're good if you're like more of a vlogger, and they're really compact and small, but if you want to have good quality, then definitely go for a DSLR. Yeah, exactly. You're just pointing at stuff and everything looks amazing. That is so true, honestly. But I used to film on this, and it's, as I said, iPhone XE, the old edition, so the first generation. It came out in like 2016, I believe. I think so. And I used to film like first with the front camera, so like this. But that quality was horrific. So I switched it over and like film with a back camera instead, because that quality was a bit better. Still not good. I think like I could film in 720p and 60 frames per second. That was like the highest I could go. But the annoying thing was that when I had my camera like this, and I was filming, and then it ran out of storage, and like it popped up and stopped filming, but I couldn't see that. So that was super annoying because I had to refilm so many things, and it was just such a big issue. So that was one of the main reasons I bought this. And also I wanted better quality, and yeah. And I'm super happy about that, but as I said, I want to save up to do or to buy a DSLR of some kind, probably the M50, as I said. I don't know if you guys know anything about photography. I've actually done some photography in the past, and I actually have a DSLR and a few lenses, but again, I don't know if you know anything about cameras. It's called a Nikon D90, and you're able to film with that, but it has no flip out screen, no autofocus while filming, and it's overall, it has great image quality, but if I move like the slightest bit, it wouldn't focus on my face again. So I filmed with that like for a couple videos. They're private now, so I don't have any videos, I think, before like March, except my Cyprus vlogs. But I filmed these like a while back, but it was just terrible. I drifted in and out of focus because I was like 1 centimeter back and I was out of focus. So that was pretty bad, but it's not made for vlogging or doing anything with YouTube. It's not really made to do anything with filming. It's made more of like just a photography camera. So yeah, but I'm planning to buy the M50 I think. I haven't done that much research, but so far it looks pretty good at the price point. Because, as I said, I'm a student. I don't really have a job, so I don't have that much money to spend on a camera right now. But I think the M50 will probably do the job. But as I said, I have to do some more research. Yeah, I'll see if there was anything else that people on Instagram wanted me to talk about. Or if there's anything else you guys want me to talk about, just like ask me a question or say something. I think that this is actually pretty fun and I should do this more often, because this way it's more unfiltered and it's more like communication, if you get me. Because when I post a video, yeah, sure, people can comment, but it's not like you can talk back and forth. It's not really like that now either, but it's more like that than before. I'll see here. I keep clicking past it. That's my boyfriend commenting. He's wondering what games I'm playing. And he fully knows what games I'm playing. The only game I'm playing is League of Legends, and I'm playing that with him most of the time. So he knows that, but it's actually a pretty fun game. He was the one who got me into that, and it's actually pretty fun. So if you haven't tried it and you kind of want to get into video games or computer games or whatever, you should totally give it a try because it's really fun. And just reach out to me here on YouTube or on Instagram if you'd ever like to play with me. That sounds so bad. I'm a lifestyle YouTuber. I'm not a gaming YouTuber, and I'm not a gamer at all. I just like to play League of Legends sometimes because it's actually pretty fun. Yeah, so another person on Instagram wanted me to talk about mental health, and as I said before, it's been really up and down, and there's been a lot of stuff going on recently with the pandemic, and I've not seen like anybody except my family since March, basically. Um, so I'm feeling a bit isolated, but yeah, I don't know. And I've lost touch with a few of my friends as well. But then again, I've gained some YouTube friends, but it's not like I can just go out and see them because most of them are either in the UK or in the US. So that's a bit difficult because I live in Sweden and yeah, we can't go on plane rides right now, as you might know. So I'm feeling a bit isolated and a bit lonely, but it's nothing too bad. I mean, I think most people are feeling like that right now. And of course, some people are feeling empowered because, like, you have, with like this whole pandemic and lockdown thing, we've had so much time to actually do stuff that we want to and like create new skills. And a lot of people have been doing YouTube, starting YouTube, and being able to focus more on YouTube, and I've been doing that as well, and that is something I'm really happy about. But then of course, hey, but then of course there's some things I'm not as happy about, like not being able to see people, and I'm a bit mad about being sick all the time as well, because in Sweden we've never really had a lockdown. It's like, what's it called? It's against our country's like constitutional laws. Is that what it's called? I really don't know. But it was against like the constitutional laws or something. So they weren't able to put people in lockdown. And then they kind of didn't really want to. I don't know how much that has been like talked about in the world, but oh well. So we've actually been able to go out as much as we want to, except if we're having some symptoms, which are like fever, sore throat, like coughing, or just being stuffy nosed, or just like corona symptoms, basically. We've not been able to go out, and I've been sick with a fever and sometimes cough, sometimes stuffy nose, a lot of times sore throat. I think this is like the 5th time since in the middle of March. So I haven't really been able to go out that much and see a lot of people anyways. So like after I was sick one time for like 5 weeks and we think that was COVID. We are not sure because I wasn't tested, but we think that was COVID, which was in like April, May. After I was sick for 5 weeks, I was so amazed and just like excited to go into a grocery store again. And yeah, that was kind of funny, but that's been really annoying as well. But what are you doing? I think my dog is playing dead below me because she's on her back with all her paws in the air, but oh well. Elsa, 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 Elsa. Maybe she's dead. Anyways, if you guys don't have any more questions and there's no more questions on my Instagram story, then yeah, I'll see if I can finish this soon. There's a button that says end stream, and that's probably what you're going to press when you want to end, but I think I'm just going to hang around for a bit longer if there's anyone wanting to join or just wanting to ask something, or if I get something more on my Instagram. I actually just posted a post on Instagram and I just posted this photo. I don't know if you can see. No, you cannot. Oh, that is really bad. It's just of this shelf with these fake plants and mirror and things that we put up, or well, I'm not going to say we, it was my boyfriend who put them up back here, and it's actually super pretty and I am in love with it. It was just so bare before. That picture is actually a picture my great granddad painted when he was alive. And I got that for my graduation, I believe. But even with that, it was just like really bare, and I'm so happy we got those shelves, and we have a mirror and some plants and 2 clocks. I don't know why we have 2, but we're probably getting rid of one, at least from the shelf, and some more plants. And then we actually have a fair light going like around them, but it's not turned on right now. But I'm actually in love with those shelves because they're so pretty. So if you want to, you can go and check out my Instagram where I posted. It's just like a picture of some plants and stuff. But if you want to, you can go check it out. I'll write my username here again. Oops. That's my username on Instagram. I actually used to be called that on YouTube as well. I was Eli at May, but I thought it sounded better with just like Eli May, so I switched it. But that username was taken on Instagram, so I kept it on Instagram. I don't know if I will change it in the future, but oh well. and I've actually gotten a few likes, and literally all the comments I've gotten except one is like sub for sub, DM me, and stuff like that, just because I use some hashtags that are like small YouTuber community and stuff like that, and people comment on my posts all the time just asking for sub, and of course I never do it because you shouldn't be doing that. If you want a video on that, please let me know, but yeah, you shouldn't be doing sub for sub, so I just delete those comments. But it's really annoying. I was like, oh, I got a comment, and then it's like sub for sub, and I'm like, nah, not gonna happen. But yeah, I think that's all. I've actually been live for like over 40 minutes now. That is crazy. I was actually so like nervous to do this, but when people actually started writing things, it got so much easier because it was more of a conversation, even though it's basically me just rambling on about something like a few lines that people wrote, but it was so much easier to know what you're talking about and to have people here to support you. And again, I'm just rambling, and that's just who I am right now. So yeah, thank you all for watching. It was actually pretty nice to do this, and I'll see if I can do it, and I'll see if I can do it some other time as well, because it was actually really fun. So yeah, I don't think there's a lot of people left. Oh, there's a new person here. Hi. I was actually just about to like turn it off because there wasn't anyone in here anymore except my boyfriend, and he's just in the other room playing games and being supportive. But yeah, now there's another person in here. That's really fun. There's actually been quite a few people in here, and that makes me so happy. So yeah, how are you today, artist Moon Girl? Why am I so awkward? I don't know. I can't speak. But oh well. I've been rambling on for the entirety of like 43 minutes as of now. But that's how life is, I guess. Alright. There's still just one So again, there's just one person here. So I think I'm actually going to round out the live right now because I already had a sore throat before beginning the live, but after talking for like 45 minutes straight, it's worse. So I think I'm actually going to round it off right now. But thank you everyone for joining, even though there's just one person here. But if you're watching in advance, no, that's the wrong. Yeah, you know what I mean. If you're watching this later, thank you so much for watching, and I'm so grateful for everyone who's joined and everyone in general who supports my YouTube journey. So yeah, thank you all for watching and joining me on the live and asking all these questions and talking to me and listening to me ramble. That makes me so happy that people want to support me and my channel. So yeah, I'm just going to go right now because I am rambling again. So thanks everyone for joining, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Oh, it didn't end.